Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Yeah, it's time. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and it's time for that daily sports update show. Wow. Hey, listen, I just checked out the chat about a second ago. I was so busy. Hell of a lot of you in there this morning. I haven't even had time to go through all of the messages. Well, I haven't gone through any of the messages because I haven't had time, and I'll do that as the show progresses. Hope everybody's safe, doing well. Hope you've got something to drink. I have a nice tea made by my lovely wife. So, here we go. Let's have a look. Wow, first of all, hey, we're at to 46,600 already. Well on our way to 47,000. I'm enjoying this. Can we get to 50,000 by the end of May? That is the goal. Then let me just have a look at what the poll says, because you guys did make you guys entered the poll this morning. Wow, we have 61 votes this morning. I think that's a record. I'm not sure. My question was, how do you rate the Glazers and Sir Jim Ratcliffe? Do we actually rate these guys? I mean, need to leave the club, 65%. Doing a poor job, 27%. Doing an okay job, 8%. I'd like to know which of you said they're doing an okay job. I think it's some of our ladies just trying to be very, very nice. But let's get into it. Let's get into it this morning. Those are our topics for this morning. NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, sumo, darts, golf, ice hockey, world championships. We'll mention a little bit of football on the way. But first of all, because Vic does like the ladies, that's for all the ladies out there. Send that out to you guys, a big red heart. I read some of the comments now. Thanks a lot, you know. You do what you can do. But listen, let's start off in the US this morning once again, or in North America, better said. And there were some close games and there were some crazy games. So the Indiana Pacers have knocked off the Cleveland Cavaliers. The number one seed in the East is gone. Just want to make sure that... Wow. Hey, even Naked Wayne is in the house. Whoa, things are getting crazy this morning. Ladies, be careful for Naked Wayne. He only wears a sock. Now, Pacers knocked off the Cavs, 114-105. Number one seed is gone. That is actually a big surprise. Well done to the Pacers. They are looking very good. Then the Thunder squeaked by the Nuggets, 112-105. I was watching a little bit of that game in the ticker. I don't know how the Nuggets lost that game. Nikola Jokic's 44 points and 15 rebounds were not enough. So that is 3-2 to the Thunder now. But Game 6 will be in Denver. So let's have a look how the playoffs are looking in the NBA. So we do have the Nuggets down 2-3. We have the Warriors down 1-3 to the Timberwolves. The Pacers are the first team into the finals of the conference finals. And the Knicks will get there too because Jason Tatum is out for at least 6 months. He tore his Achilles. I know how that is. I've done them both. So is Van. So is Vern. So let's have a look. So last scenario. I know I mentioned Jason yesterday. But Jason Tatum, I don't have a picture of you. But get well soon. Get well soon. And guys, remember, we're on our way to 50,000. So like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And of course, tomorrow evening is a big darts evening. We're going to be live once again from the darts. We haven't done darts for 2 weeks due to the European Cup, where Manchester United was part of. So watch that tomorrow night. Let's get into the NHL. And the Stars beat the Jets. That's also an upset. That is also the Jets were the favorite team, the number one seed, and they are down 3-1 in this series. That was the only game last night. So the Stars are up 3-1 against the Jets. The Oilers are up 3-1 against the Golden Knights. The Panthers and the Maple Leafs resume tonight at 2-2. And the Hurricanes and the Capitals will resume this evening at 2-2. So lots to look forward to. Then we move on. We move on to what we call the big one. Major League Baseball. And not all the games are finished. The Angels and the Padres and the Yankees and the Mariners are still going at the moment. I will actually just quickly go over there just to see if I can get those results for you guys. Maybe those games are finished now. Let's have a look. It looks like it, so maybe I can give you an update on that. All right. So, no, the Yankees are still going. The Yankees and the Mariners are at the bottom of the 11th. Oh, that just changed. So, let me tell you. The Yankees lost to the Mariners 2-1. And what was it? The Angels against the Padres. The Angels lost 4-6 to the Padres. Then the Brewers lost 0-2 to the Guardians. The Red Sox and the Tigers had a big battle, and it came out on top for the Tigers, 10-9. The Cardinals and the Phillies were postponed due to weather. The Pirates lost to the New York Mets, 1-2. The Twins and Orioles were also postponed due to weather. The Blue Jays knocked off the Tampa Bay Rays, 11-9. That's the first part of it. The second part, there we go. I'll get in. The Nationals lost 2-5 to the Atlanta Braves. The Florida Marlins lost 4-5 to the Chicago Cubs. The Rockies keep on losing. They lost 1-4 to the Texas Rangers. Kansas City Royals lost 1-2 against the Houston Astros. The White Sox beat the Reds 5-1, and we'll have a look what the Diamondbacks did quickly. The Diamondbacks lost 10-6 against the Giants, and the LA Dodgers lost 11-1 to the Oakland Athletics. So that is your Major League Baseball. Don't forget, this weekend we're going to start on Friday night. The URC starts with the game Stormers against Cardiff. Big game. Please join us. See how Vern sweats this one out. It's going to be very, very interesting. Then we move on to sumo. Now, I'm doing my best here, boys and girls. I'm doing my best. I saw there was a lot of Japanese in this morning. So, let me start. These were the results of yesterday, okay? Tamawashi, he lost to Kirashima, and the way that he lost is a yorikiri, and a yorikiri is driving the opponent out the ring backwards while maintaining a constant grip on his mawashi. Okay, so I hope I said that right. Okay, then Daiashu beat Wakamoto Haro. So Daiashu is 3-0 at the moment. I didn't find out what that kind of win is. Wakatakakage beat Kota Sakura. Kota Sakura not doing well. That was also a yorikiri. So I just explained that one. Driving your opponent backwards while constantly having a grip on his miwashi. All right. My boy Onosato beat Abe, and he beat him. The style of his victory was okuridashi. And okuridashi is, I wrote that up. The attacker drives his opponent out from behind. Got nothing to do with the Kamara Sutra here, believe me. He just drove him out from behind. Leave it. I'll leave it at that. And then Hoshuru lost to Oho. And that was a Hatakikomi. And a Hatakikomi, a technique where wrestler strikes the opponent's upper arm, shoulder, or back to knock him out of the ring. So that's what's going on there. You've got to be careful with these stuff. It gets yourself into trouble. Then, of course, the fixtures from today are so Takar Ufuji will take on Wata Takage. Daiashu will take on Takayasu. Hiradomi will take on Kirashima. Onosato will take on Oho. So the two guys that are 3-0 at the moment, that is going to be an interesting battle. Wakamoto Huro will take on Kota Sakura. Kota Sakura needs to come right. Vern's pissing himself laughing. Hoshuro and Abe will face off. Hoshuro also needs a win there. Let me just have a look. I am. Yeah, well, you got to get them from somewhere. That's what they say. But there you go. So that was our sumo for this morning. I hope I didn't screw up the Japanese language too much. Yeah, you got to phrase some of these things very carefully. Attacker drives his opponent out from behind. There you go. Things like that could get you into some serious trouble. But we are a channel. You've got to be older than 18, so don't worry about that. Then we go to the Ice Hockey World Championships, and that's starting to heat up really nicely. Interesting games coming up. I can't wait for my Swiss to play again. Our next game is against the Germans. That is going to be that's like a derby, man. That's that's the big battle. We got to beat the Germans. So let's have a look. Last night, the Slovenia lost to Latvia 5-2. Hungary beat Kazakhstan 4-2. Then We're talking about the Germans. They beat Norway 5-2 in a good game. I saw a little bit of that. And the Canadians just had way too much for the French. Mon Dieu, mon Dieu. Oh, well, the French also, the Canadians also speak French, but a little bit differently. So that is the ice hockey. Now, let's have a look. Oh, Vic, where? There you go. There you go. The tables. Let's have a look at those tables. So Canada out on top. Everybody's played 3 games. So Canada in 1, Sweden in 2, and Latvia in 3, and Finland in 4. The top 4 make it to the next round. So that is Group A. And in Group B, so Germans are on top. No. We'll change that tomorrow. Don't worry. The Czechs are in 2nd. The Swiss are in 3rd. And the boys from the US are in 4th. I believe that's the way that table's going to be. The top 4 will stay the same. I think the Swiss and the Czechs will fight it out for the top spot, and I think Germany will still land up 4th and the USA in 3rd. So that is the ice hockey for this morning. Then, of course, don't forget, listen here, it is the golf, it is the PGA Championships. That does start tomorrow. That is in Quail Hollow, I think, if I'm quite 100% correct. That is in California. As they say, let's hope the weather's good. It never rains in Southern California. Look, Rory McIlroy is going to be one of the favorites. Tommy Scheffler will be there. Sander Schauffele. I'm hoping for Jordan Spieth to have a good round and stuff like that. So that's going to be very interesting. That's going to be starting tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow evening we're going to have the darts. On Friday, big day on this channel. We're going to have 2 rugby games in the morning from the Super Rugby. We'll start off with the Hurricanes and the Highlanders. And then it's the Crusaders against the Waratahs. Then in the evening, we'll have the Stormers against Cardiff. And straight after that, we're going to have Chelsea against Manchester United. On Saturday, another massive day of sports on the channel with 5 rugby games on Saturday. Of course, your favorite morning show host, Vern, will be up again on Saturday, tossing the papers around. So, yeah, got all that done. I mentioned the 46,600. Let's just go back to the very beginning. Well, send out a heart to all the ladies out there. But remember, ladies, the man is married. The man is married. All good. So you guys have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Enjoy your day. And we will see you tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock once again. Ciao, ciao, guys.